All right, third grade, I just wanted to do a quick video to review adding and subtracting of our measures, which we did yesterday. So I'm going to review the ones that we did yesterday on the board and then do one of the ones that you had yesterday on your page to make sure that you are understanding and getting all of the steps like you're supposed to, which I know you can, and I know you're paying attention, you will. So just think carefully, but I want to make sure you get those. So remember, we started off on our little bitty pony and we had something that would have said like 4 feet blank inches underneath, and we did our 1, 2, 3 and we solved the problem. Then we got onto our medium pony and it was 4 feet equals blank inches, and then we put blank inches equals blank inches underneath, drew our box around the different ones, then did our 1, 2, 3, solved the problem. Well, now saddle up, boys and girls. It's time to get on the big old horse. And we are going to get on that horse and do the same thing that we did. We are going to easily ride that horse because we already have the foundation from the little pony and the medium pony. And this is not much different. You just have to follow the same ideas and steps. It's just a little longer than what we did before. So we look at our measurement problem like we did before. 4 feet plus 2 inches equals, oh no, what is missing? Our inches are missing. And if our inches are missing, we've got to find those inches. They're somewhere, and we have to figure out what they are. So we write our clue, blank inches, that's what we're missing. Then we have to bring down that plus sign because now it's adding and subtracting those measures. We still don't know how many inches equals, we still don't know how many inches. So we put blank inches plus blank inches equals blank inches. Remember this, the second time, the medium pony, we only had to put 2 because it was 4 feet blank equals blank inches. Now we added 4 feet plus 2 inches. Now remember, we said this is an idea, and this is what you guys can do at home. Have your parents measure you. We said yesterday, if you said, Mom, please measure me, Dad, measure me, and they measured you and they said, let's see, you're about 4 feet 2 inches tall. Well, then you thought, I just want to know what that is in inches. I just want to know how many inches tall am I, rather than 4 feet plus 2 inches. So in order to do that, that's what we're doing. We're figuring out how many inches 4 feet plus 2 inches would be. So once we put the blanks underneath, just like we did before, we are simply going to box the different ones. Yes, good job. All right, I think I'm just going to do it that way. Yes, make sure that I can see you guys closer. Good. So we're going to box the different ones. So obviously, oh wait, let's go through. Is foot inch different or inch different? Ft, in. Ft, in. Which one is different? Obviously, ft, in is different. So box the different ones. And then once you see that box, you automatically know, yes, yes, yes. I already heard all of you. You were faster than me, but 1, 2, 3, you beat me. 1, 2, 3, automatically. Once I have that 1, 2, 3, I'm doing the same thing that I was doing before. I'm simply solving for that answer that goes here. So first thing I have to do is look at my top and look at my bottom. Feet to inches. Is it, wait, time out. Wait. Give me a minute. Is it larger to smaller multiply or smaller to larger divide? Feet to inches. Which is larger? Yes, it is larger to smaller multiply. Feet are bigger, inches are smaller. That means we have to multiply. So put your X. next to number 1. Number 2, we have to find our special number. And that special number is represented with an S, so you need to put the S there. And after you put the S there, you're going to tell me how many of the smaller are in one of the larger. How many inches are in 1 foot? And we all know that because we know our measures. There's 12 inches in 1 foot. And we circle it because it's so special. Now I take my larger number. Which is larger, 12 or 4? Yes, 12. And then what does number 1 tell us to do? Oh, yeah, it tells us to multiply. And we're going to multiply by the smaller of our 2 numbers, which is 4. 12 times 4 equals, yes, some of you didn't even have to work it. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. 48. Now, don't put it anywhere else right now because some of us wanted to just go into all the, no, we can't put it in all the blanks because we still have this thing over here where like these 2 are blank, but this one here actually has a number up here. So let's look at those. Oh, inch and inch. Inches are the same. So if inches are the same and I have 2 inches up here, then how many inches would I have down there? The same, right? It's gonna be copied right down. It should look exactly the same because 2 inches equals 2 inches. But now I have a mathematical problem because we can't add feet plus inches together. You can't say, oh yeah, 4 feet plus 2 inches equals 6 feet. What? Or 6 inches, sorry. So you're only 6 inches tall? No, that doesn't make sense. So 48 inches plus 2 inches equals 50 inches. So I took what 4 feet is, turned those 4 feet into inches. I already had some inches here, so the only thing I have to do is add up my inches and I find my answer, and that is what I put in both of my blanks. How simple, right? Simple and quick and easy. All right, so let's do the same thing over here with 5 quarts minus 6 pints, and this time it's minus, so always look at your process sign. That's very important. 5 quarts minus 6 pints equals, our pints are missing. Ugh. Okay, we got some extensive work to do. Write your hints in your handy dandy notebook. Blank pints plus blank pints equals blank pints. Very good. And then what did we know that we have to do? The first step is to box the different ones. Box the different ones. Yes. So let's look at these. We have quarts and pints or pints and pints. Quit, pit, or pit, pit. Which ones are different? No, listen carefully. Quit, pit, or pit, pit. Obviously, quit, pit is different than pit, pit, even though they sound similar. But quart is different than pint, so we were going to put a box around quarts and pints. So after we put a box around, wait for me. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Automatically, 1, 2, 3. After I do my 1, 2, 3, I have to look at quarts and pints. Are quarts bigger and pints smaller? Are quarts smaller and pints bigger? Is it larger to smaller multiply or smaller to larger divide? Quarts to pints, larger to smaller multiply. So again, we put our multiplication sign. Then number 2, our special number. How many pints are in 1 quart? 2. Good. And circle it because it's so special. After I find that out, now I need to take my larger of these two numbers, 5 or 2. 5, do what number 1 says. Multiply by the smaller number, 2. 5 times 2 equals 10. Good. So I'm going to put 10 in my box because now I know 5 quarts, it actually equals 10 pints because every 2 quarts is another pint, right? Or every 2 pints is another quart. So when I have 10 of these pints, I only am going to have 5 quarts. But I still have this here. I have 6 pints. So the question is, if I have 6 pints, how many pints would 6 pints be? Think about it. No, I know. Just hold on. Just think about it. It might not be too hard if you just take a minute. If I have 6 pints, then how many pints do I have? So, you know what? Remember we said a pint is about the size of a water bottle. So if that helps you think, okay, I have 6 water bottles. So how many water bottles does that equal? Yeah, we already know, right? I'm being silly, right? 6, yes. So 6 pints equals 6 pints. So it's going to stay the same because when we find the two that are the same, we keep the answer the same because 6 pints equals 6 pints. Now we work our problem on the bottom. 10, because everything is pints down here. And once it's all the same answer, pints and pints and pints, we can work it out. 10 pints minus 6 pints. So if I have 10 water bottles, take away 6 water bottles, how many do I have left? Very good. I have 4 pints left. So 10 pints minus 6 pints equals 4 pints. All right, and I want to do this last one because this is one that once we got to our page, I mentioned it, but then some of you were missing this because we said yesterday, just because we've worked the problems and the boxes have been the first thing, doesn't mean that the boxes are always going to be on the left-hand side. All you have to know about where the box goes is it has to go around the different ones. And whatever's different depends on what is blank. So we have 5 gallons. We have adding 16 quarts to it, and we are missing our gallons. Oh no. So we have to write that down in our handy dandy notebook. Blank gal, abbreviate, plus, we have to bring that down, blank gal, because quarts aren't missing, our gallons are, equals blank gal. And we try to keep it nice and neat so they're written right underneath each other. Do you see how they're like even? So we have to write them neatly. So blank gal plus blank gal equals blank gal. So circle or box the different ones. Gal, gal. Oh, that's what I'm going to, wait. Gal, gal. That sounds the same. Am I going to box 2 that are the same? No, box the different ones. Then we come over here, gal. Oh, yeah, quart to gallons. Quarts and gallons are different, so box the different ones. So that's where my box goes. And then, obviously, yes, you already beat me again. 1, 2, 3. Quarts to gallons, larger to smaller or smaller to larger? Yes, good. Some of you thought that through carefully. Quarts are smaller, 3rd grade. Remember, quarts are smaller because it takes 4 of them to equal 1 gallon. So smaller to larger, divide, right? Smaller to larger, divide. Put your division sign next to number 1. Number 2 is our special number. Our special number is how many of the smaller are in one of the larger. How many quarts are in 1 gallon? 4. Very good. So circle it because it's so special. Now take my larger of the two numbers. 16 is my larger number between 16 and 4. And then do what number 1 says. Number 1 doesn't say to multiply. What does it say? To divide. You can do it this way or you can do it this way. Either way is fine. 16 divided by 4 equals, yes, it equals 4. And you just put 4 in the box. Now, I can't forget that I have my gal just sitting over here by itself. 5 gallons. How many gallons would 5 gallons equal? Can you figure that out, guys? If I have 5 gallons, how many gallons would that be? Oh, yeah. It'd be 5 gallons because 5 gallons is always going to equal 5 gallons. It's the same, so bring the same number down. And once I have my blanks here filled in, now I just do my problem. 5 gallons plus 4 gallons equals 9 gallons. So you went to the store and mom said, I need 9 gallons of milk for the big milkshake party that we're going to have. And you get to the store and they only have 5 gallons of milk left, but they have 16 quarts. And now you'll be able to know 5 gallons plus 16 quarts. Let's see. Is that going to be enough for mom to have 9 gallons of milk? Yup, all day, every day. So that is how you simply solve those addition and subtraction measurement problems. All right, keep the good work up. See you in the next video.